Rise again, turning failure into fuel for success. Failure is not the end. It is not a full stop. It's a comma, a pause, a chance to catch your breath and rewrite your story. Every champion has faced defeat. Every innovator has tasted rejection. Every dreamer has been told their dream is impossible. But the difference between those who merely dream and those who achieve is simple. They rise again. Failure hurts. It stings, bruises, and leaves scars. It's okay to feel that pain. In fact, it's necessary. Acknowledging failure is the first step to learning from it. Take a moment. Breathe. Look back, not to dwell, but to understand. What went wrong? What could you have done differently? Failure is not a verdict. It's a lesson. And every lesson brings you closer to mastery. Think of failure not as an ending, but as a seed. When you plant it in the soil of perseverance, it grows into something extraordinary. Your setbacks are setups for comebacks. Your obstacles are opportunities in disguise. Your failures are fuel for the fire within you. The only way to rise again is to move forward. Take the lessons you've learned, the pain you've felt, and channel them into action. Small steps every day build momentum. Progress may be slow, but every step forward is a victory. Keep pushing, keep striving, and don't stop until you've turned your failure into success. Your story doesn't end with failure, it begins there. And when you rise again, your story becomes a beacon for others. When you share your journey, you remind the world that failure isn't fatal. It's a stepping stone to greatness. So rise again. Stand tall in the face of adversity. Use failure as your foundation, your fuel, your fire. Because every time you rise, you grow stronger. And every time you grow, you inspire the world to do the same. Failure. A word that feels heavy, a moment that feels endless. It's the sting of a missed opportunity, the weight of a shattered dream, the echo of not enough. But what if failure isn't the end? What if it's the beginning of something greater? We've all been there. That moment when the world feels like it's closing in. The questions begin. Why me? What did I do wrong? Is this the end? In that moment, it's easy to let failure define you. But what if failure isn't a wall? What if it's a door? Because every failure carries a message, a lesson, and it's up to you to find it. Failure is not a reflection of your worth. It's a reflection of your growth. It's a reminder that you dared to try, that you had the courage to step into the unknown. Think of failure as a seed. In the right conditions, with perseverance, reflection, and action, it can grow into something incredible. What do they have in common? They all turned failure into fuel. They rose again, stronger, wiser, more determined than ever. Failure is a word we fear. It's a word we run from. But no matter how hard we try to avoid it, failure finds us. It breaks us, humbles us, and sometimes it feels like it's tearing us apart. But here's the truth. Failure is not your enemy. It's your greatest teacher. When failure comes, it feels like a storm. It shakes the ground beneath your feet, drowns your confidence, and leaves you questioning everything. Why me? Why now? Am I not good enough? But what if failure isn't the end of your story? What if it's the beginning of something greater? Failure is not a stop sign. It's a signpost. It points you toward growth, self-reflection, and resilience. Failure says, not this way. Try again. Try harder. Try smarter. Every story of greatness is written with chapters of failure. Edison failed over 1,000 times before the light bulb worked. Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Rowling was rejected by 12 publishers before one said yes. Their secret? They didn't stop. They rose again. Every failure is a spark. You can let it burn you, or you can let it ignite something inside of you. The choice is yours. Rising again starts with a single step. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be big. It just has to be forward. Every small win builds momentum, and momentum creates confidence. Before you know it, you're not just walking. You're running toward your dreams. Your story has power. The challenges you face, the failures you endure, they're not just for you, they're for others too. Because when you rise again, you show others that they can too. The pain you feel now can become the purpose that drives you forward, and your purpose can become the spark that ignites others. This is your time, your moment. Failure does not define you. How you respond to it does. So stand tall, take the lessons, harness the pain, and rise again.